Hey, everybody. I'm going to give time for people to hop into the stream. All right, everybody. I'm going to give time for people to jump in. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing good. Okay. Now, you guys are going to have to be gentle with me because this is my first time using StreamYard to actually stream something going on. So we're going to get through this together, you guys. Oh, I guess I'll move over here so you can see me a little bit better. Okay. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing good. Is the sound good? Can everybody hear me all right? Hey, everybody. You know, this was super unplanned. So I was not planning on going live tonight. I actually have a recorded reading that I need to record tonight, but I thought, thank you guys for confirming that the sound is good. But I thought, you know what? We're all going to be stressing out. I wasn't going to watch the State of the Union. I was going to boycott it. But then I don't know. I just decided that I needed to watch it. So I figure we'll watch it together. How's that? And then that way we're all watching it together and it's only one view. So we're not like each watching it at home and oh my gosh, it's 1:40 in the morning in the UK. Wow. Yeah. Okay, you guys. So since we're waiting and we have a little bit of time, I thought let's pull some cards and just see what the vibe is, right? And you know what's just occurred to me is that I don't have a card camera. Normally I have a card camera. Oh my gosh, you guys, check it out. Sorry, now my dog's gonna bark. I have a new background. Isn't it great? I'm so excited. I'm getting settled in my house and getting new backgrounds. And I wanted to have something that would store my tarot cards better than what I had before. So I got this beautiful shelf and then it has like doors underneath. And so I can put all my tarot cards under there. And I love it. I got it on Amazon. And it's really good quality. It was really easy to put together. So you guys are like the first people to see this background. This is brand new. I have my workshop coming up on Saturday, you guys. I'm super excited. It's a manifestation workshop and it's going to be so good. I've taught it in the past and it's such a transformative experience. So I'm so excited to do it again this Saturday, but I wanted to have a pretty background. So here we go. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards and see what we've got. What should we start with? Should we start with traditional tarot or should we do some oracle cards? I've got all kinds of things set up here. I've got my Trish James Governance Oracle, which I love. I have my Whispers of the Unsolved Oracle. Okay, I'm getting some oracles first. I have my Predictions Oracle, my Trish James Predictions Oracle. And then I have some What's the Tea? Ooh, I'm throwing stuff off my desk. Okay, let's start with the Governance Oracle and just see what we get. Okay, so I just want to see themes. What are the themes of the State of the Union? What can we expect? I hear you. I'm tired of this too. I'm ready for this to be over. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. Spirit, what can you show us? Can we get a little sneak peek into what this State of the Union is going to look like? Let's see. Oh, okay. National defense. national defense. So we can expect there to be some conversations about national defense. This could be him talking about Iran. We know that they like to talk about how Iran is so close to a nuclear weapon, how they are like a week away, and it's not true. So there may be some conversation about national defense. So Iran, and I'm almost wondering if there's going to be some talk about Mexico. Oh, and this could be Greenland too, talking about how we need Greenland for our national defense. Now, what's interesting is that he's been talking about, we've got Vance and Mike Johnson sitting here waiting for Trump to come out. So, what was I going to say? I saw their ugly faces and I lost my train of thought. It does look like it. Someone said that this looks like an IDF soldier, and it very much does. So this is going to be where he's going to talk about things like Iran. He's going to talk about things like Mexico. He'll talk about Greenland. Oh, what I was going to say, though, is that he's talking about sending this hospital ship to Greenland. And it's not happening. He is, the hospital ships, from what I understand, right now, I would say do your own research because, but it's my understanding that the hospital ships are currently in port getting repaired, and there's no hospital ship on its way to Greenland. So, and Greenland's like, we don't need your hospital ship. We have socialized healthcare. We're good. So it's, yeah. Okay, let's see here. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so can we look at Cuba? 11 million are at risk. What's going on with Cuba, you guys? Let me just research that really quick. Does someone tell me what's going on with Cuba? Okay, so let's keep looking and see what else we have with what Trump's going to be discussing at the State of the Union. Let's see what we have here. Okay, what else can we expect, you guys? What else can we expect to see? Oh, Tess, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, so the next card that we have is, look at that, you guys. Liberation prevails. Liberation prevails. This is the energy of, this to me feels like the energy of, how Midas Touch is doing, they're doing counter programming, and they are, oh, yeah, okay, I see what's going on with Cuba. Yeah, okay, we'll look at Cuba too. But this is the energy of what's going on Midas Touch. So Midas Touch is doing counter programming. They're having the survivors. They're having all different kinds of people. And this is that energy of the people standing up and the people saying, you know what, we're not going to feed into this. We're not going to allow him to get away with this. I do think that we are going to make it through this time, you guys. I promise you. I know that it's very dark, and it's really gross, and it's uncertain, and it's scary. But this has to happen in order for the system to be taken down. And it's going, you guys. Have you seen these stories that are coming out now about Trump getting rid of but the DOJ not having all of the FBI 302 forms. So there was a girl who was between 13 and 15, and she credibly accused Trump of rape. And there are a lot of missing documents. And this is taking him down. I've said for a while now that I fully believe that the people at the top are going to let Trump fall for the Epstein files because it's their way of getting rid of him. They don't need him anymore. So I really like this liberation prevails energy. It's like, hang in there, you guys, hang in there. We've got this. And remember that our energy is incredibly strong and incredibly powerful. And what we think about, what we feel is what we manifest into the world. So if we're stressed out all the time, where we are worried about, what's going on, or, what Trump's going to do today, we're going to be it's going to be low vibe. And so the best thing you can do is to try to raise your vibration as much as reasonably possible, considering the circumstances. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Susie, thank you for saying that my background looks great. I love it. Ooh, Susie got the What's the Tea Oracle cards. I love it. I've got my What's the Tea cards right here. Speaking of, let's look at some What's the Tea for the State of the Union. What's the tea for the State of the Union? And I want to make sure that I haven't missed any comments. Oh, they've cut off all electricity, oil, and Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to look into that and see what's going on, maybe do a reading. Someone mentioned that the stream keeps buffering. Is anyone else having issues with my stream buffering? Or I am using, so I don't know if you guys know or not, but I live out in the middle of nowhere, but I love it. But the only internet service I have is Starlink. Thanks, Elon Musk. Okay. So we have fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. This to me feels like fake news, fake information, things like that coming out. And then we have played out. Trump is played out. We've seen this. We've got the t-shirt. This fake accounts is really interesting. I'm wondering if he's going to discuss, you know how he goes on his weird tangents about how he feels like, he's persecuted, or, fake polls, even though, I can't be polling bad. It's their fake polls. I'm wondering if he's going to say something weird where he mentions people having fake accounts. We'll have to we should play State of the Union bingo. Oh my gosh. You guys, if I would have thought about this better, I could have made bingo cards. Like if he says Obama, if he brings up Hannibal Lecter, if he talks about the election being stolen. Oh my gosh, you guys, we could have made good. Okay, it's fine. We could have made some really great content making Trump State of the Union bingo. Hopefully, I was going to say next time, but hopefully there will be no next time, right? Okay. So let's go back to the what's the tea. What's the tea for the State of the Union? We have threatening, intimidating, threatened, bothered. He's going to be threatening people. He feels threatened. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone that's new here, or that's just popped on, I should say. And for people who are new, do me a favor, you guys. If you are new here and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. It helps out my channel a ton. You'll be notified when I upload new videos. Okay. And then after threatening, look at this. We have bankrupt. Bankrupt is like the story of Trump's life, right? Everything he does is bankrupt. He's emotionally bankrupt. He's morally bankrupt. He's been financially bankrupt for a long time, and he's financially bankrupting the nation. I mean, how about the fact that we have all of these billionaires and they're bankrupting our nation because they don't want to pay their fair share of taxes. We're having to foot the bill for them, and they're too expensive. We cannot afford to subsidize these welfare queens anymore. I'm just so over it. Linda G posted a State of the Union bingo card. That's amazing. That is amazing. I really like her. I don't watch other readers a ton, not because I have anything against them, because I love watching other readers, but I am afraid if I watch other people who read on the same things, that I'm going to pick up their energy and maybe not necessarily. I just don't want it to confuse what I'm getting, and I don't want to like get something and not know if it came to me from spirit or if I'm just, recalling it from another reading. So I typically try not to watch other people, but when I do like to watch Linda G. She makes me laugh. Okay, let's go back to the governance card. Oh, we haven't done any of the governance cards. We did the predictions and we did the what's the tea. Let's look at some governance cards. These are the Trish James Governance Oracle. So for anyone who is interested in knowing what cards I'm using, I'm going to put a comment here that has my website. If you go to my website, I have a page that has all of the different decks that I use. And if you click on the deck, it will give you the deck information. I don't have any coupon codes or affiliate links or anything like that. I just do this more as a courtesy for you guys so you know where to find them. Because nothing is worse, right, than watching a tarot reading and seeing some amazing cards and wanting to know, like, what deck is that? And then having no idea. So that is where you can find out the decks I'm using. If it's a newer deck, scroll all the way to the bottom because the way that I upload them to my website, all of the new ones go to the bottom. Okay, so if it looks like something new or if you're not seeing it, but I promise all of my decks are there. Ooh, strained relations. This is the energy between the Republicans and the Democrats. This strained relations. We have the boycott happening, the largest boycott that's ever organized boycott that has ever happened before that we've seen, which is amazing. It's amazing. I really went back and forth with if I was going to watch it or not. And I even said, I'm not watching it, but here we are. I am really curious to see what ends up happening with our government and the way that this, plays out. I just don't know if Republicans and Democrats can't figure out a way to come together for a solution. This is everything. I don't know. Everything is just, it's crumbling. Somebody said, mark my words, this will be the last. It was, okay, Brian Evanoff, 8651 said, mark my words, this will be the last major speech Trump ever does. He will be gone by the end of March, if not sooner. And I think it will be much sooner. I agree too. Let's pull a tarot card on that prediction. Okay, let's get one tarot card on, is this the last major speech Trump will make? Is this the last one? We can hope, right? Jean Dixon, she said that there will be 3 pivotal months in 2026 around the leader: March, July, November. So there very well could be something that happens in March. Will this be Trump's final major speech? Will this be Trump's final major speech? We have the 3 of Pentacles reversed, things not cooperating, things not working well for him not being recognized, no longer being recognized. So, yeah, the very, very well. He very well could be moved out. I just get the feeling that people, the powerful elite, are just completely done with him. They've used him and he's been their useful idiot. He has done their dirty work and they don't need him anymore. So The other interesting thing about this card, right, is that Brian had said that he thinks he'll be gone in March. And the Three of Pentacles, 3 is the third month. So it could indicate March. So that's very interesting. Okay. Let's see. Stacy Ann 1818 says she's willing to trade Massey for Fetterman. I think I would. Oh, the Vilgen. Bobby, thank you for my reading. It was super accurate and helpful. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Anytime, my friend. I love doing personal readings for you guys. When you see me do political readings, it's me kind of talking to a camera. There's not a lot of interaction, and I'm picking up the energy of what's going on in the universe, in the world, but I'm not picking up, it's not a connection energy. But when I do readings, it's a connection. Like when I read for people, and I love it so, so much. It's just such a, I don't know. I love it. I love it. I'm so blessed that I get to do what I love. So thank you for letting me read for you. Oh, okay. So someone said to hold the cards up a little bit closer and that the State of the Union feed is covering it. So there's the Three of Pentacles reversed. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. Okay, let's see here. Should we go ahead and turn the sound on? Well, people are still wandering around. So I'm a little concerned about my sound because we're going to turn the sound on here. Let me know, you guys, if it sounds weird, but we're not going to do it yet. We'll wait until this happens and then we'll turn the sound on. I'm being like very high tech for myself. I'm really pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. I'm using StreamYard and I'm, trying to figure this all out. So I appreciate your guys' patience. If it's a little choppy, I apologize, but so far so good, I think. Oh, thank you. It's so fun interacting with you guys too. I appreciate all of you so much. Yeah, Thomas Massey, he's tough, right? Because he's got some real messed up politics that I do not agree with, but he is on the right side of history right now. And I think I would trade Thomas Massey for John Fetterman myself. Stacy said that she hopes that Moses Mike loses his speakership, and I think he's going to. I think he will. You guys are so funny. You'd rather listen to me than to him talk. I know. Every time I watch something with him, it's like, it's so frustrating. What was the last thing I just watched? A few months ago, he did some speech. He did a press conference where we thought it was going to be something major, and it ended up not really being anything major. And I just, oh my gosh, I struggle with watching him, especially now with the Epstein files coming out. And how many of you guys have heard about Sasha Riley? Sasha Riley is a Trump, an alleged Trump victim who detailed some really disturbing experiences that he had. And we did a reading on him, and to me, his energy feels really, really authentic. And he also had details that just make a lot of sense. And after seeing or listening to his interview, it's even harder to look at Trump, knowing what a disgusting monster he is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So Sheila, I'm going to put Sheila on the spot. Sheila says, "Hi, Bobby. A piece of me is tired of hearing predictions of when Dump will be leaving office because after having watched a few Simpsons predictions, They predicted that he'd be gone each month. Sheila, I hear you. I am tired of. Oh, here we go. Are we starting? Okay. Let me turn the sound on. Let me see why I'm not getting sound here. Okay. So it just sounds like it's background noise. How is the sound with me talking and with that background noise? How is that for you guys hearing it? Oh, I didn't see Baron's jacket. So someone asked Am Durkee 6348 Am J Durkee asked how long I've been reading tarot. Volume is good. Thank you. Okay. I've been reading tarot. I bought my first deck of cards when I was 15 years old, and I have been reading tarot ever since. I got very, very serious and started reading for other people, though, in 2019. So about 7 years where I've actively been reading for other people. Before that, I just didn't feel like I wasn't ready. You know, you just have tarot is one of those things where I feel like you feel it when you have built a relationship with the cards and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I think you feel it. So yeah. So for a long, and I'm 47 years old, you guys. So I've been reading tarot cards for 32 years. Holy moly. Okay. Uh, Nisi T asks, what is the easiest way to learn tarot in your opinion? A couple of things. Practice all the time. And what I did was I created these sheets of paper and I would write down the card name and I would write down just like a few keywords, a few things about the card that I knew. And I would use those sometimes to refer to, but just the act of honestly writing it down helped me learn the cards a lot. But I have a couple books that I highly recommend. Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen. This is amazing. Here, let me put the link for you guys in the chat. Let me see if I can figure out. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Let's see. So that this is one book I would highly, highly recommend. I love the definitions. I love the way that she looks at all of the different aspects of the card. It also talks about if the card is upright or if it's reversed. So I really like that. Okay, here's the link. Okay, it's a thick book, but you're not going to read it. You're not going to read it like sit down and read it. But it has like, you guys can see I put like tabbies in it and stuff, but it has like all of the different definitions. But then it's like, it gives you spreads. It gives you, there's so much. It gives you different aspects. It tells you, oh my gosh, it's just a wealth of knowledge. So this is more of like when I didn't sit down and read this book, I refer to it like a textbook. So this is one book I would highly recommend. And then let's see here. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to read your comments too. You guys are commenting so fast, which I love. Oh, you guys thought I was 32. That's so sweet. Aw, I'm 47 and I'm actually a Nana. I have 3 grandbabies. My oldest son is 27. Can you believe that? I do not feel like a Nana. I still feel like I'm in my 20s. Okay. We'll come back to this.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Okay, so while they're doing that, Another amazing book is The Tarot Deciphered. This book is so cool because let me mute this. This I love because it talks about different types of tarot. So there's regular tarot, but then there's Thoth tarot, there's the Marseille tarot. And then this talks about different aspects that you wouldn't think of, like the symbology of the card. I see Trump. So we're going to go back to that in just a second. I'll put the link in the chat for this one when he starts talking. So give me a second. I want to show you one more book before we get going. This one, The Living Tarot. So this is an actual workbook. It gives you the whole thing is exercises and it takes you through. And this one, you should work through it. They say, I want to say it's like a 6 month. They say it'll take about 6 months to work through. But this has been really phenomenal too for learning tarot because it takes you through it. And then the final thing that I did to learn tarot is I do a card of the day, you guys. And I have a journal and I will pull a different card each day. And then I will write down all kinds of stuff about it. And when I fill this one up, then it'll go and then I'll get a new journal and I'll just continue to learn new things. I study my tarot all of the time. I feel like you can never know. There's always so much more to learn. And every time I get a new book, I learn something new. Like the 8 pointed stars symbolize the goddess Ishtar. And people will say tarot cards are not religious. Baloney. But they encompass all religions. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Oh, he's still walking up. So there are Judaic imagery. There's Hindu. There's Islam represented. There's Christianity. It's crazy. It is crazy. Okay, so let me turn the sound back on and go back to where my chat is. I can see what you're saying. Donnie Two Strokes, that's amazing. Yeah, so this workbook is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these also in the chat for you guys. So the next one I'm going to put is this Tarot Deciphered. Why is Trump always late? He never starts things on time. How long do you think this one's going to go, you guys? Do you think it's going to be crazy long? And if you have Kindle, the Tarot Deciphered is free, you guys. So that's amazing. So let me copy this link here because it's showing that it's $0. So if you have Kindle, check that one out. And then the next one I'm going to do is the Living Tarot. Now, the links are all Amazon. I know. I feel terrible about it, but God damn it, it's so convenient. So if you do not like Amazon, which I totally understand, you can just take this information and then you can purchase it at anywhere you want to purchase it. Okay. So those are what I would recommend. Oh, you know what? While we're waiting, there's another really cool book that I would recommend too. And it's The Tales Behind Tarot. And this one is super cool because it's written like a story. I mean, it's a story. You start at the beginning and you just read through, and it takes you on the journey through the tarot. And it's really interesting because it's, you read it like a book, like a storybook, but it also really teaches you the themes of each card. So for those of you that maybe struggle and need to have the card described in the context.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
Canadians are welcome.
Well, thank you very much,
How
everybody.
the
It's
Canadian
really
guys tag along.
an
You're all
honor.
welcome here.
Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States. Second Lady of the United States. Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Hi, Mother in the house. Hey, everybody, this is Sonia. It's a dark tag, people. It's going to be a long one.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Thank you for the sweet comments, you guys. I appreciate you all so much. I really, really do. I'm so grateful for all of you. And I'm so grateful that we are watching this together. We're going to do this together.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure. Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before. After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is base for
Illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
Okay, you guys, I'll mute it when I talk. Is that better?
To come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
For everyone that's heading out because you can't stand to watch this, I understand. Hugs, my friends.
By a record 56% in 1 year. And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. It's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
A quick fact check on the murder rates. They did decrease significantly in 2025, but it's a trend that's been going on for 3 consecutive years. It started when Biden was in office.
Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline. Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year. And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys know I bought a house this year. My people are losing money on their houses. Their house values are dropping. When I purchased my house, I purchased it for, well, let's just say it's decreased $20,000. Okay. Rates are not declining. I work for a credit union. I get updated on mortgage rates all the time. There's very little movement because of the instability in the economy. Sorry, guys.
In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
If he goes to war with Iran, gas prices will skyrocket.
It's less than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
What does that even mean? The hottest country. He says that all the time. Like, what does that even mean?
New businesses are forming in factories, plants, and laboratories are being built. We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
Our new friend and partner, Venezuela, he stole that gas from them. They didn't give that to us.
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill. More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector.
Because he's fired everyone. Also, a fact check on the oil production. The Biden administration has approved more oil and gas drilling permits on public lands compared to the same time as Trump. So Biden produced more oil. Okay, drilled more oil.
We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year, we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps. And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong. Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
So did you guys hear that the women's hockey team declined to come? They better hold on to those medals because Trump's going to steal them. And congratulations to the United States hockey teams, by the way. So someone in the comments section says they hate when he says his sir stories. I do too. He's so condescending. He makes it sound like everyone's just such like a loser, and he can like save people. He's the most condescending person.
Go ahead. That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
What do you guys think? Do you think the women will go to the White House? I don't. I wonder if they're going to have fallout, the U.S. team. I wonder if there's going to be some fallout.
They were in the Oval Office before. And I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
So I was shuffling cards, and the card that came up here is the Six of Cups. And you guys know the Six of Cups is that MAGA card. So that MAGA energy is here. This is all MAGA. Thank you guys, everyone who's watching this with me. For those of you that are having to pop out, I'm sending you all such big hugs. And I'm so grateful for all of you that are here with me.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal. And I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
So someone asked what this has to do with tarot. So I read political tarot. So this has everything to do with my style of tarot.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best. And I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no. And every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you all. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
It is interesting how the seats are filled. I'm wondering, yeah.
I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics. And it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles. And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country. And this year, and I must say I got them both. I got them in the first term, and I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
So we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is unequal give and take.
Kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. Buddy earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
How sad. You know, this man, this Buddy Tagger, is a patriot. Trump couldn't even, Captain Bone Spurs couldn't even, you know, take his ass off to fight for his country. Unequal give and take. That's exactly the Six of Pentacles. It's taking more than you're receiving. It's acting like you're so generous. You're just giving everybody so much.
So, Buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, a young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety.
You guys asked if the Olympics were going to be held in the US, and we have the Hanged Man. I don't know. There's a possibility it might not. The Hanged Man energy is an energy that talks about prophecy. It can be sacrificed, but it's also the energy of being forced to kind of hang out. I don't know if, and you know, the other interesting thing is that this is JFK. This is a card of martyrdom. I'm wondering if
tried a ton of AI.
I'm wondering if we're going to even have the Olympics, if it will even be safe enough.
We're here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate.
And big blessings to that man that saved that little girl, and big blessings to that little girl.
And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
So someone, Wenchi Gritton, said that in Scandinavia, it's been said in the news that Canada will take over the Summer Olympics. That would not surprise me.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I keep pausing it.
Service, military aid. Thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern.
That's such bullshit.
Debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise.
Taylor, thank you so much.
America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans.
Okay, which justices are there?
All Democrats, every single one of them voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts. They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
Yeah, that bill was a travesty. And
we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
okay, so it's Barrett, Roberts, Kavanaugh. Oh, sorry, I keep pausing it. I mean to mute.
A devoted mom who's homeschools her children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime, operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half. Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah, I don't believe that there is any car that's completely made in America. So I think you guys
We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name it. I did not name that. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row. Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children. They're great people.
I need to do more research on the Trump accounts because I don't know anything about it. It honestly just sounds like another grift.
I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
Trump accounts, 4 of swords reversed. When you are down and out, it is not going to be there.
This could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. That's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000. where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
So the Trump accounts, it's $1,000 for every child born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028. So it is a tiny little section.
We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden.
He's an idiot. Tariffs, we all know tariffs are not paid by foreign countries. They're paid for by the consumer, well, the company, but then it's passed on to the consumer. So the energy around the tariffs is the Five of Pentacles. And this is people losing things. And I've seen in the comments, you guys are talking about some of your children have lost their benefits. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been there. Well, I haven't been there losing my benefits, but I've been reliant on help. And when it's not there, but this is all a terrible scam. It's hurting people. This is the energy of the tariffs. It's the Five of Pentacles. This man is, well, you guys know he's corrupt. You don't need me to pull a tarot card to tell you that.
We had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now,
when Biden left office, inflation was 2.7%, and currently it's 2.5%. So there's some facts for you.
The word, they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem. They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
For all of you guys that are heading out, I totally understand. I'm sending you big, huge hugs. I know it is so hard to watch him. So I understand, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Percent, Madam Secretary. Thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great healthcare plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care.
So they can buy their own healthcare through the insurance company. The insurance company still gets the money. He's such an idiot. He's such an idiot. He's not created a healthcare plan. That's a lie. But taking the money and giving it to the people don't get to keep the money. They're going to pay the insurance company. He's an idiot.
In addition, my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple, so big. And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Costs were going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on healthcare and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before. Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere, the lowest price.
If these people believe this, they're stupid. They shouldn't be in office.
First year of the second term, should be my third term.
Oh my
But
God.
strange things happen. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way. And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big. Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
So, you guys, I just put in, I'm on Trump RX right now, and I'm putting in different prescription names, and they're not coming up. I'm not, like, it's very few medications in here. I take Dupixent for I have some like contact dermatitis that I pay. My copay is like $2,000 for it, and it's not on there. So
say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it.
This new year, it's time to finally learn the sewing skills you've always wanted to learn for just $1.50.
Utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes.
it prevents them from buying them up in the thousands, but it doesn't prevent them from buying it up in smaller quantities. And someone said about that commercial that came on, why are we getting a sewing commercials at 1950s? People have to learn how to sew because they can't afford to buy new clothes.
People, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Rachel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon. We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
You guys know he did not protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid.
Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. It's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
Trump is the king of insider information, you guys. And that 401k, people have access to like Roth IRAs and things like that. But the matching it up to $1,000 a year, think about how much you would contribute and how much they would make off of it. And you're only getting $1,000 a year, and people won't get that.
I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here? Doubt it. Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay. I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance, who lied and told Trump that the people were eating the cats and the dogs, is going to be in charge of fraud. Wow, that makes sense.
He'll get it done.
Yeah.
Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings us problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah. Delilah Colton was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
He asks a little girl who's just now learning how to walk to stand up. Okay, that little girl is really cute, though.
Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens. And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Lizbeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
But they're not. Obama deported more illegal aliens than Trump. And that's a good point, Stacey. Stacey Ann says, what about the children that were killed and abused by the Epstein class? Yeah, he's here touting, oh, look at what this one person did. What all has Trump done? I can guarantee you this man has a lot of blood on his hands. He's disgusting.
Before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you.
The other justice that's there is Sonia Sotomayor. I think I'm saying that wrong. Sotomayor.
Have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off. All cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight, I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. I'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight, I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
The first duty is to protect children, not abuse them. Oh, it's Kagan. It's Kagan. Sorry, not Sotomayor. It's Kagan. My apologies. Thank you for the correction. Yeah. Really. Okay, someone said, look at Pick Me Pam in the front. And that's so funny because I saw her and I was like, ew. I love that. Pick Me Pam. Is that Kelly? I think that was Senator Kelly. And I think next to him is Alyssa Slotkin.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens, in many cases, drug lords.
Lisa, I understand. I totally know, you guys. It's so hard to listen to him. So for those of you that have to head out, I totally get it. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on. I don't know if he's going to go on like a 2-hour rant. I don't know that I have the stamina for it. So I'm thinking about going to like for like another 23 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Yeah, that's my point.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act. To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID.
If they require that, then IDs have to be free because they cannot, it's basically a form of poll tax, and you can't force someone to have an ID if it's not free.
Voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None.
How are they going to police that?
And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats, 89%. And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
Scribe makes step-by-step guides for any process with AI. You know what's terrifying at work? When you start a new job and
the reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated, and their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
Someone said I should get YouTube Premium for no commercials. I'm so cheap. I will never do that.
Opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
And thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately. Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Wow.
Amazing. Incredible. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh? No one cares more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady, now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it? Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact, Champ.
Someone filming a crappy documentary does not a movie star make.
On foster care and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot. Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you.
So for Melania, I drew the Five of Cups. This is grief. This is heartbreak. You guys, I felt like, oh, look at her face, her stupid face. Oh yeah, and Barron doesn't have a jacket that fits, does he? This woman is just, there's nothing there. She's hollow. She's hollow. And I think it's a lot of probably what happened to her when she was younger, you know, because I'm sure she's been trafficked and abused people as well. But this is terrible energy. The Five of Cups energy for Melania is horrible.
There's been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
Here we go.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
Oh my, oh my God, she's turning it on tonight. Look at her. Oh yeah, she's just, oh, I cannot.
Thank you, Erica. Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
We must reject political violence of any kind, yet he's saying that the Democrats are ruining the nation and getting his crazy people to go out and attack.
We love religion, and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman,
He really should not be talking about how beautiful young women are.
returned war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
Your guys' comments are giving me life. And I want to say, I don't think any of this is funny. And like Charlie Kirk, what happened to Charlie Kirk was terrible. I don't support what happened to Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk supported what happened to Charlie Kirk. But this is all very sad.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there. Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee.
What questions do you guys have for playing cards? Let me know your questions.
Big success. New Orleans, Louisiana, big success. And our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago. They don't like to hear that. One of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation. She was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it.
Okay, so you guys keep asking. Oh, I didn't mean to pause it. No. How long Trump has left. So let's take a peek and see. Now, these cards are newer. And so I'm just kind of getting a feel for how accurate they are. But let's see how long Trump has left in office.
A great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night, and she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone. But his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt.
Okay, so you guys remember now that we talked about in my video today, and we talked earlier today about Jean Dixon. And Jean Dixon said 3 big things are going to happen. One big thing in March, something else in July, something else in November. Now, I do not want Trump to be in office until November, and I do not think he'll be in office until November. However, that is the card that we got. I don't think it's going to be that long, but we'll have to wait and see.
She turned out to be right, right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
Oh. So some people are making a really good point. They're saying that he might pass in November, but could be ousted before that, out of office. And I would agree with that. I think that that's probably pretty accurate. Why do I keep pausing it?
Edge of death, and on his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
And it's amazing that he's alive, and blessings to him and his family, regardless of Trump and all of that. You know, this man didn't ask to be serving his nation's capital by picking up trash, and he didn't ask to get shot in the head.
So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
So we have urgent, act now. This just came out. Urgent, act now.
We love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff.
The war in Gaza, it's just about there, is because they have pretty much murdered everyone. Now, we have 3 cards that popped out, you guys. We have distraction, illusion. We have fake news. And we have a sinking ship. Trump is a sinking ship.
Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get.
People are like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever. Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single
Let's pull a card for Marco.
has been returned home. Can you believe that? Nobody thought it was possible.
The greater good. I don't know how that plays into Marco Rubio. Oh, you guys, you're so sweet. You can feel my frustration. I know this is a long one, and it's hard to sit. And I'm sure you guys all feel it too. It's hard to be in his energy. It's hard to listen to his lies. I've been trying not to mute it too much so that you guys can hear it, but I kind of feel like you guys maybe don't care that I'm muting it here and there. So if it bothers you, let me know. But if not, I will keep muting it to just talk over it if you guys prefer that. So let me know. I'm going to pull another card for Marco. I'm actually going to pull a tarot card for Marco.
And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family.
Okay, so for Marco Rubio, we have the Strength card reversed. Now, the Strength card, when it is reversed, it talks about trying to use brute force to accomplish things rather than a graceful, elegant strength. So Rubio is trying to jam through and force things to happen, and he's doing it at the behest of Trump. So this makes a lot more sense than the greater good. I don't know what that was about. Sometimes I get cards and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me, Spirit? Because I'm not picking up on it.
The killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president,
Something I want to say about the war in Ukraine and Russia. A lot of different people were predicting that it was going to end in 2025. I did not see that. But recently, and I think even just this past weekly tarot predictions video, I'm starting to see it change. I'm starting to see the winds of change, and I'm really feeling like we are going to see Ukraine pull ahead. So we need to hang in there for Ukraine. Someone asked about Zorro Ranch. I did address that in a video. So go back and check that out because I talk about that.
I will make peace wherever I can, but I'll run to obtain a nuclear weapon many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the
No, Robin, there's no new content in this. This is his greatest hits. Like literally we could just like mute this for the whole rest of the evening and we're not going to miss anything because it's the same thing he says all the time. He gets a microphone in front of his face and he just goes through his greatest hits.
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests, 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America.
I thought he said he took out Iran's nuclear capabilities, but now he's going to Netanyahu's greatest hits, which is that Iran is like 2 seconds away from a nuclear weapon or a missile that can hit the US or whatever.
We wiped it out and they want to start all over again and are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Okay, you guys. So it's 8:33 and Grandpa is on a roll. So here's what I want to do because it's getting later and oh my gosh, Silky, I love that you're pulling cards and I love that you're sharing it. So please, oh my gosh, I love that. This is collaborative. So everybody feel free to, yeah, I love that. Okay, so here's my thought, you guys. Where I live, it's 8:35 now, and my kiddos are, yes, Heather said, let's clear the energy. So I was thinking, if you guys are okay with it, I'll keep them on. We've got closed captioning, so you guys can still read what he's saying. But I'm thinking it's time to change the energy, pull an oracle card, get ourselves out of this energy. Okay, because this is heavy, dark, and what do I always say? Our external world is a direct reflection of our internal thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So if we're feeling stressed, if we're feeling hateful, if we hate the orange menace, then we're going to attract more of that energy. So what we need to do is say, okay, we heard the greatest hits. We heard the high points, whatever. We all know that this is going to be clipped to heck and back by everyone on YouTube. So we can see the greatest hits tomorrow. So let's take a look at an oracle card, you guys. And I want to do the Starseed Oracle because I feel like this is what we need right now. We just need some Some good energy, you guys. Some good energy. Some good energy. Okay. So I want everybody to just take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take another deep breath, guys. Blow it out. Okay. Let's change our energy. Let's take back our power. Let's get back into our joy. I want everybody to kind of get back into yourself, right? So everybody kind of get grounded and reacclimate. What's important to you? Your family, your loved ones. Think about that stuff. That's where your pets. My little chihuahua is over there asleep right now, and she's so cute. So I want you guys to start really grounding in. I want everyone to start thinking about what you're grateful for. Let's get into gratitude. So let's push out the orange menace and let's start thinking gratitude. What do we have to be grateful for? All of us are an amazing community, and we're here for one another, and we have each other's backs. We're not crazy, and we're going to be part of the solution, right? Okay, so we want to just really get into this positive energy. Now let's see what spirit, and see what message spirit has for us. I'm using my favorite Starseed Oracle deck because this one I just feel like it is the most powerful. So we have the Wait card. Wait. This says it's not yet time. Things are being woven. And I'm going to pull a couple Oracle cards, guys. Because I feel like maybe we need a couple messages. So we're going to start with this one that I'm going to pull. I want to pull at least one more. Okay. So this card here, where is it? Wait. Okay. Sarai 420 has been a member for 3 months. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. And thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, here we go. In our fast, loud, reactive comparative world, where an instant response is so often expected and at times even a currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at these extreme speeds, it can feel as though something is wrong. But often, not receiving guidance is guidance. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean wait. It's not yet time. Oh, Sarai, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. The details are being woven. Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does always come. To remember that you don't need to solve all of the world's problems in a single day. And that perhaps they'll be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and to trust the mystery of life, to trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you'd like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you can ever imagine. Beautiful. Burberry, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. You guys, I'm so grateful for all of you guys, the support and the love that you guys show my little channel and the community we have here. I love it. I am so blessed to have all of you as my friends. I feel so blessed. Okay, you guys, let's get another Oracle card. That one was beautiful. That was saying, listen, we know that you want things to be a certain way, but now is the time to wait. It's time to rest. It's time to take care of ourselves. It's time to recharge. And, when this stuff goes long, it's okay to say, you know what? Enough. I'm good. I've seen what I need to see. I'm moving on. Okay. All right. And then we have, ooh, this is a really good one, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is a really, really good one. Winnekins, you and your grandpa watch me. I love that you watch me with your grandpa and tell your grandpa I said hello. That's so amazing. I love that. Okay, so we have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. All right. So let's see what this one has to say for us tonight. It says planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or a training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way that we grow as souls while here on Earth. So it's really important to remember that we chose to be here. And I know that I get comments all the time on my videos and they make me laugh because people are like, I didn't ask to be here. I don't want to be here. And it's so funny because it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. But we chose to be here. And I know that there's so much chaos, but there's something really special that we're here to learn. And I know you guys can all feel it. You can all feel that energy. And there's something really amazing that's about to happen. And we're going to see some big changes. And while changes are always really difficult and uncomfortable, they can so often lead to the most amazing things, right? It's scary. It can be scary because we don't know what's coming. But I can tell you guys that we all chose to be here, and there's a reason why we are here. And so hopefully that can give you a little bit of peace, knowing that your higher self has a plan for you and that there's something here, okay? And something I will say is those of you that are drawn to my channel, those of you that are drawn to tarot, chances are you're a very open, energetic person. Right? Not energetic, how do I want to say this? You guys are probably more open spiritually, right? So I feel like if you guys are here watching this video, you guys are all probably star seeds. And what those are beings or energies that came and incarnated as a human on Earth right now to be here to guide other people, to help other people, because we all see that we should be kind. We should help one another. There's more than enough for everyone. We don't need to exclude people or be mean to people. There's no need for any of that. And I think a lot of us, even if you're having a really hard time, I feel like you're here to help. We're all here to help. Who was it? Dolores Cannon. The 3 Waves of Helpers. Yeah. So this book, The 3 Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth, she talks about how people are here to help this transition time. And we very much are here in it. So it's, I know that it's crazy, but we're here for a reason. And there's lessons that we have to learn. And we need to be open and go with the flow and be accepting. And it gets easier. It gets easier when we don't resist. Okay, you guys, I can hear my puppy crying outside the door because he's been locked out for the last 2 hours that I've been in here. A quick reminder, really quickly, you guys, I'm going to put a link to my website in the chat. coming up this next Saturday is the Money Mindset Reset. It is a manifestation master course where I teach you everything you need to know to be a master manifester. So I have, for those of you who don't know, like really quickly in a nutshell, I was a single mom, 4 kids, high school diploma, started with nothing, minimum wage job, and I have manifested the life of my dreams. I have a couple degrees. I just bought my dream house outside of Sedona. Blah, 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 right? This isn't about bragging, but I'm pretty good at the manifesting thing. And so I want to share it with all of you guys. I want to teach you exactly how I got where I did. It will help you speed up your manifestations. I also teach you how to open up and allow yourself to receive, because sometimes we block ourselves, right? So I'm so excited about this course. It is limited spaces, and there's still some spaces left, but it is filling up quickly, and every day the spots are going quicker and quicker. So if you're interested in that course, it is on my website, which I put the link in the description. For those of you wanting to know, so those of you that pay for the course and that are part of it, I am planning on recording it and giving you lifetime access to it. I am considering releasing it, the recorded version, as a workshop for those of you that can't attend it, but I'm playing with that. Okay. So give me time on that. And honestly, I just need to work out the logistics of how to, record it and get it up and all that stuff, all the techie stuff. But I'm really excited. If payments are an issue, I do accept PayPal, and PayPal does offer pay in whatever. So that's an option for you as well. Okay, you guys, I want to thank, oh, someone's getting the Congressional Medal of Honor. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know this is a rough one, and I know that he is a hard one to watch. So thank you guys for watching it with me and hanging out, and we'll see how long he goes, but I am calling it a night, tucking in my babies and going to play with my dogs. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, you guys. Everybody, hang in there. On your way out, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm sending you guys big hugs, all my love. I just think you guys are the best. And doesn't the energy feel good now that we like shifted off the Trump stuff? I feel good. I hope you guys are leaving this feeling so much better. Shake it off, my friends. We're going to get through this together. He can't live forever, right? All right, you guys. Well, until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And tomorrow's video is March predictions. And you guys, it's an hour-long video. You're welcome. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody.